Denver Broncos, Mile High View. No commercials. We never gave you any bullshit. I like that game. At any rate, we have to come back because we were challenged by the morons out there who keep, for whatever reason, saying we were wrong when everything's exactly what we said. But if you go back in our last video, you'll see all these people beating their chests when the Broncos beat the third string backups. Come and explain yourself. I don't know why we have to, because it was everything we said. And I said, and you can go, you people, you detractors out there who don't want to actually listen to the videos, you just make stuff up. You can go back and you can look at the comment section. I said, when the Denver Broncos lose to the Buffalo Bills, the Broncos lose to the Buffalo Bills, I said, we'll come back and do one last, because you people are a bunch of fucking, our detractors, it is our detractors, you're a bunch of morons. Especially this guy named Sev, who has absolutely no business calling anybody out. Gee, what did he do? He's so notorious for walking away when his bullshit, his obvious bullshit catches up with him. And when the Buffalo Bills scored, I think, their 28th point, unanswered, of course, what did this guy do?
He turned off his live stream, just like the past appearances.
He always does that. He's notorious for doing that. He has no business calling anybody out.
Right.
So for the last 2 years, we've been let me just explain this to the people who just stumble on this video here. For the last 7-8 years, what my channel did is we got to the point where we were breaking film down. And as we broke film down, our biggest, what we were wrong about, what we were actually wrong about, we had a lot of people come and say, don't you realize the stuff is fake? What do you got? I mean, they said, we appreciate the film, we understand, but they said, what's the sense when all this is fake? And I just want to mention this. I actually knew Gene Upshaw, believe it or not. I actually knew Gene Upshaw, and he was complaining about the NFL rigging games. And a lot of his detractors would say, well, you're with the Players Association. Of course, you'll be saying all that stuff. And, like I said, we were breaking film down. And as we broke film down, we realized, for instance, the Broncos, we were a Bronco channel. So we were looking at the Broncos and thinking in our minds, let's fix this team as if they were high school, college, pro, this is an actual a sport. But as we got into this season and the shenanigans we saw, especially with the Walmart Generals, and for those who don't know, when Walmart bought the team, they're no longer Main Street. Bolin was Main Street. The Walmart is Wall Street. Once this became a Wall Street product, we started calling this team the Walmart Generals. Okay. And I'm just going to put this right out there. John Elway's biggest problem that he had trying to make this team relevant in those 10 years when he was running it, he didn't have Walmart money. He didn't have the Walmart money to buy the Baker Mayfields, to buy the what's that other quarterback? Jimmy Winston,
Aaron Rodgers.
The other NFL teams, the referees. He didn't have the money to do all that stuff. And then what we did is, for 2 years, we said we were going to get out of this because it's just so bad. And what we saw, you broke the film down. It's up at his channel, the great Coach Bucket Man Scouting. And he showed where, for instance, PS2, during that Tampa Bay game, he didn't even care about covering anybody. He had not one, but 2 tractor trailers. You could have fit him in there. Distance between his guy and the receiver. We were like, what the fuck? But why should he care? Because Baker Mayfield, why his receivers going like this? Wide open. He's just hanging on to the ball. Seconds ticking. Throw the ball. No. He hung on to the ball and took those soft sacks by the Denver. I think the Broncos racked up 5 sacks in that game alone. Because Baker Mayfield did. And this is the thing. Baker Mayfield was like slinging it like there was no tomorrow. They were chewing. Oh, and here's the other thing. Miraculously enough, too, with the Tampa Bay game, Tampa rested all their the real good starters. They rested all of them on that game. Miraculously, they came back the next week. Just miraculously sat them all down. But so Baker Mayfield, we're looking at that and we're saying that that's it. That's it. One more game. That's it. We see this shit. So what do we see Joe Flacco? What do we see the other Joe, Aaron Rodgers do? The very same thing. But in defense, Aaron Rodgers basically stunk the whole season, really.
Mm-hmm.
But all these quarterbacks are overhyped, and we can get into that with just this game alone. Mm-hmm. And this game, this playoff game was a clunker. I thought, and that you can get into how right you were. But one thing we were saying in our text, we have a lot of texts before the game. Mm-hmm. And I told the fan, and it's on record, I said, by the way, I want to say this too. God damn it, I wanted to open with this. I wanted to thank all the Walmart General fans out there. I wanted to thank every single one of them for making me money by putting all your money, because you're so stupid. You believe all this nonsensical hype. It's all for the betting. And we got to get into the betting, the whole betting with this. Mm-hmm. You motherfuckers put all your money on the Walmart Generals thinking that they were going to beat the Bills. There's no way it's going to happen. And it's not so much that, the Bills are better than the Broncos, okay? But that's irrelevant. It's all about storylines. The storylines is Josh Allen, MVP, Lamar Jackson, MVP. Who's going to take on Mahomes? That's what the storyline is. That's all I needed to know. If the storyline was Bo Nix, who's going to take on Bo Nix, or is Bo Nix going to go and play Mahomes? No matter how good a team is, they're going to fall down, and they're going to let the Walmart Generals go on. So, but the storyline is about the Bills, or Josh Allen, excuse me, but really Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. So that's going to be they wanted the big shootout. They're going to get it. Mm-hmm. And there was no way, even if the Broncos came close, the NFL would have. And we saw the bad reffing in this game on all sides of it.
Oh yeah.
How bad the refereeing is. I mean, the one thing that there was, like I said, it was on both sides, but the one that really stood out, and I want to talk about this. I'll let you talk, and I'm so sorry, but
you're fine.
The thing is the one was against the Broncos he hit him a little too hard. Josh Allen was throwing like crap. And let me just say this too. These quarterbacks are just fucking overhyped. Josh Allen, yes, he had a couple of great throws where they counted, and that's all great. But for the most part, the reason all season they're running the football is whether it's Bo Nix, whether it's Josh Allen, these are not 40 plus, Kurt Warner, greatest show on turf, Mahomes throwing to Tyreek. This isn't that. They are not that. And every time both teams, it does Bills or Broncos, try to make Bo Nix a 40 plus attempt, or Allen, it all goes down the toilet. They get worse as it goes on. So anyway, you did I was sent a video where a Cleveland Brown hit a Miami Dolphin, and they flagged it because he hit I think it was even a running back even. He hit the player too hard. He hit him too hard. So we're really just done with this fucking NFL. We're done with the flag football. We're done with the what do you call who's that guy again? That was the Hamlin guy. I call it the Hamlin kickoff rule.
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. Yeah, I got my sister-in-law. She's thinking all this is real. I got this is a gag gift I got from my daughter because we went to Western New York. All my in-laws are Bills fans. And they even said they're all brainwashed thinking this bullshit is real. They even said that she even thought the reason and it was what I told you. I said, they don't want to see heart attacks, right? Well, when the fuck did anybody ever worry about heart attack? Oh, just after 2020 just miraculously. We got elementary schools with defibrillators now, but that's normal, right? That's totally normal. Yeah. So anyway, I'll shut my mouth. I just get so sick of this fucking shit. It was a waste of fucking 3 hours of time. I could have, that's one thing. Last thing I'm going to say here. Then I'm just going to sit back and let you go off.
I'm not going to go off.
Wasn't it nice not doing the fucking podcast? We could get shit done instead of watching these crap games. Watching, watching Jamie Winston directing Nick Burrito. Anyway.
Just to elaborate on that point, where was Nick Burrito in this game?
Neutralized
when he was actually fucking blocked, right? So, again, here we go again. So, yes, I agree with you. The NFL is such a fake product that I can't even watch it anymore. It's getting to the point where, again, when the Bills were kicking the field goals on the Jumbotron, FanDuel, Bet365, Caesar Sportsbook, that's all that the NFL cares about now is that, Taylor Swift-inites, Pee Wee football, fucking flag football, all the above. You can't hit anybody anymore. And like you said, the Brandon Jones hit, I agree with you on that. That shouldn't have been a flag. That was a clean fucking hit, and you can't even do that anymore. But again, this goes to the back and forth debate that we've had over the past 2-3 years is the Walmart Generals are one of the most notorious teams for holding players on that offensive line. You had Garrett Holds that I like to call him, who was holding throughout the entire game.
Well, not just, I mean, when you say, hold on, when you say holding, explain what you mean by the type of holding we're saying. We're not talking ticky-tack.
No, we're not talking ticky-tack holding. We're talking about stuff like this being shown on the fucking replay. We're talking about the choke holds, and it's not just him. It's the whole entire offensive line. Ben Powers was doing it. Luke Wattenberg was doing it. Mike McFlinchy is doing it. The only consistent offensive lineman that I see on that Walmart Generals roster is Quinn Miners. And by the way, when he came out of Wisconsin Whitewater, who was the one person on all these platforms and content creators that was saying that he liked the pick? Yours truly, the great Coach Bucket Man. So again, you're not getting the game-changing players that you once did back. You're not getting the Brian Cushings anymore. You're not getting the Luke Kuechly's anymore, the Patrick Willises, the Al Wilson and the Navarro Bowmans, the Ray Lewises, the Randy Gradishars anymore. You're not getting that anymore. These players, you know what? I'm going to say this. All these players in the NFL are overhyped.
Well, I think they're all actors. I mean, I'm just going to explain this because this was mind-blowing. I'm out. The Broncos are playing the Cleveland Browns. I'm out sawing up a tree that fell. I just come in to take a break. I turn it on, and the first thing, Jamie Winston rolls out. The Broncos defensive front didn't want anything to do with touching him. They didn't want to bother him. They didn't want to touch him. They let him sit there 6, 7, 8 seconds directing, and they show the replay. I just couldn't even believe they showed the replay of it. He's got 2 wide open receivers. Okay, throw it now. You can throw it now. Okay, throw it now. No, he's actually signaling Nick Burrito to get in between these 2 receivers. I'd say they were 7 yards apart. They were separated by about 7, 8, maybe 8 yards. And he's directing Nick Burrito to get in between. And as soon as he's in between, he throws it right to him for that pick 6. And I'm like, did I just witness this? And I really honestly believe, I don't believe it's just the Denver Broncos. I believe this is going on league-wide, and I believe that, and nobody's saying it. Nobody's saying it. is it's tied to all this betting that's going on, all this betting.
Can I just interrupt you for just a second, Chalk Liver? I did a video a couple weeks ago talking about this. I'm the only person out there that has made a video on this exact subject that we're talking about. You cannot sit there and tell me, and you're right about the Pat Bowlen situation. When you have all that money from the Walmart ownership group, you can get away with anything. You can get away with absolutely anything. What did we see in this game? Just for an example, you have Patrick Surtain. By the way, so overrated. He is so overrated. That guy got burned the entire day.
All these players are.
Champ Bailey, the great Champ Bailey, who everybody thinks that Surtain's better than Champ Bailey. There is no way in hell. He's not better than Louis Wright. He's not better than Darrelle Revis. He's not better than Richard Sherman. That dude got away with such a bad pass interference non-call that they even replayed it on the fucking game. And then what did the ref do? He went over to Josh Allen and apologized to him, right? That's the type of league that we're in now. So again, when you have an ownership group in the Walmart ownership group, you can get away with anything. You can get away with all the holding, which is league-wide.
Why?
Because they have all the money.
Yeah, who wants that money? Who wants that money?
The NFL.
The league-wide. NFL wants that money.
Yes. What did we see? Yeah. What did we see? You're talking about the Browns game. What did we see with the Colts game when they threw it right at Nick Burrito? They telegraphed it. They fucking telegraphed it.
It was bigger than that. It was bigger than that. I looked at that play design.
Oh,
and you either have to be the most incompetent offensive coordinator out there to design a lateral pass that covers that much territory. It was designed to be pick sixed.
Yes.
Yes. I looked at that and I said they had to have practiced that on Saturday. They brought Nick Burrito in. They had to have. The Colts had to have brought Nick Burrito in on Saturday to practice that the whole thing. It's just like, why would you design that where you're I mean, that was like, oh shit, a 20-yard pass. The way they were separated, one on one sideline, the other another sideline.
You know, you brought up a great point when you began this video. This is what I was wrong about, is we did not address the entire NFL as much as we should have. That's to our fault of our own. But these detractors coming on here and saying how wrong we were, you guys just don't really understand, and you guys are just fucking morons at this point. You guys are fucking morons. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to recap, and I should have said this.
Go ahead.
What if you go back, you talk about, we can back up what we say. If you go back and look at the last three losing seasons, you listen to our very last podcast of the season when we talked about that last game. On each last three, I said, quote, that the Denver Broncos would be, even though they lost and they had a losing season, they could have easily went 9-5, or what is it, 9 and whatever, 9 and 7 or whatever. I'm sorry, 9 and 8 now. They could have easily done that if everything went their way, and they could win a 10th game if they got real lucky, and that's exactly what happened this season. With all these teams doing everything they could to help the Walmart Generals out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lucky game is, and we said it when the schedule came out, we said this will be a win for the Broncos. Kansas City will be resting. When they came out, we said the Kansas City Chiefs will be resting their starters. We said that at the beginning of this season, when the schedule came out. That's a win. That's a guaranteed win for the Denver Broncos. I just want to make a point. Had the Kansas City Chiefs actually needed that last game for whatever the reason, and their starters, you know what? The Denver Broncos would have not made the playoffs for the 10th year in a row.
Yep.
Had the Kansas City Chiefs started their starters.
And so Go ahead.
So don't sit there and lecture me about how wrong we were when you're a fucking dumbass. and you don't want to watch the game. You don't believe that you can't believe this is wrestling. It's kind of like back when wrestling was starting to take off in the late 70s, going into the 80s, and all these people believed it was real.
Yeah.
Yes. But in reality, because it's a lot of stunt work, you have to, that part of it is real.
Mm-hmm.
But this is so scripted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't want any chance for Josh Allen, like you called it.
I called it this week. I said the first half was going to be a clunker, and the second half they were going to put the clamps down. And look what happened. That came to fruition like a fucking flower. It came to fruition like a flower. So again, don't just sit there and tell me that we were wrong. Again, I have fucking receipts on that. And then secondly, you really think that they were going to take little Bo Picks over Josh Allen to face Lamar Jackson in the second round? Come on, people. This is all telegraphed. This is all fake. It's all betting. It's all Bet365. It's all Taylor Swift tonights. That's the type of league we're into now. We're not into the back in the 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago when football is actually played. So I don't want to hear it. You guys I don't want to hear you guys lecture. You guys are wrong again.
Where were you people anyway for 9 years?
Exactly. Where were you?
Yeah.
That's
why I don't even want to do. That's why this is it. We're just, and I will concur with Phil Simms. I I do believe because of the Walmart money that we're gonna be stuck with the Walmart generals. They'll want them to be relevant. Everybody will want that Walmart money. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Soon as you got away from the Pat Bowlens, Lamar Hunts, the Rooneys, even the Jerry Jones, if you will, and you want to start bringing corporations in, who do you think's gonna, But I like the Denver Broncos. Were the underdogs, Main Street. The guys that had to scrap and scrape. The only reason they're having to scrap and scrape is that they don't have the greatest player personnel.
Oh no, we've been saying that for 9 years.
Yeah, so what do you have to do? You got to get people like Jamie Winston to sit there and direct Nick Burrito so he can throw a pick six to him. The Tampa Bay, the fucking whatchamacallit. But what happened with the Bills and the Ravens when you actually
you got your ass kicked?
Yeah.
You got your ass kicked, and not to mention, folks, were we really that wrong about Little Bo Picks this year? Because we even said it came to fruition once again. What happened when they stopped throwing 20 plus times? Okay, I'm sorry, 25 plus times, and they started running the ball with creativity, and they also hit the short passing game. Kurt Warner even went on Rich Eisen's podcast and said the same sentiment that we've been saying since day one.
Yes. Yeah, I think you need to talk about that too, because what did we say? What did we say when Little Bo Picks got drafted? What did we say what they had to do? We're on record, by the way. You can go look at our videos. We have
video evidence of it.
Yeah, we're the only ones who were saying it. Everybody wanted bombs away. Oh, bombs away.
Look how that turned out.
Exactly. Explain how the season started, and then how it developed with Little Bo Picks.
I mean, this whole entire season, how did it start to end? Well, you had the Walmart Dollar General's ownership group paying off everybody left and right. So
I'm talking about Bo Picks.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about a bigger issue that nobody wants to talk about. But yes, they started off with the 25 plus yard throws, the fucking bombs away Bo Picks, and then what happened? They started reining in Bo Picks, starting getting the ball out quick, the short passing game, the screen game, all the above.
What did we say when they were drafting him? What did we say when everybody was saying bombs away? Oh, we never said that. Yes, you did. You're on record saying that.
You are.
Well, what did we say in defiance of everybody else when Little Bo Picks was drafted?
Well, we said that he needs to get the ball out quick. That's what we said.
Yeah, that's the way to utilize this guy.
Exactly.
Running game.
Running game, play action, get the ball out quick, utilize the screen game, get him out on the move, get like that. And then what happened in the middle of the season when they were still paying off teams because they have all that money?
What happened game 1, 2, and 3? What happened in those early games?
They were playing again. It was just like this game today. Oh, keep the Walmart Generals in it for just a half, and then the second half they'll put the clamps down.
No, I meant Little Bo Picks. I mean, how did they use Little Bo Picks?
So how they used Bo Picks, I already addressed it. But how they used Bo Picks at the beginning of the year is they try to fucking force feed to throw the ball quick and throw it 25 plus times. And then no, you're fine. And then what happened towards the middle of the season? They started running the ball more with creativity. They started getting the ball out quick, utilizing the screen game. So I just don't want to hear it from these detractors that, oh, you guys never said that. Yes, we did. Yes, we fucking did.
All you have to do is go back. You can go back in our videos. We don't walk away like the guy that wears the skirt does, who had the audacity to call us out. And what did he do today? He went and he hung up. Soon as 28 points got hung on the Generals, all his fucking shit talking went and this usual shit talking that went down the tubes. He runs and hides like a little girl that he is. I'm just done with these people.
I know.
I don't know why you panic like I got to talk to him. If he wants to talk to us, he can come on our terms.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, we earned that. We earned that, buddy.
We've earned it. Yeah. He hasn't done nothing but
not playing this fucking. I'm not playing that game. So you can come to us. We deserve that. We have the track record. You don't. So
he's got a track of running and hiding.
Well, I mean, he has a bad track record. We actually have an impeccable track record. So
yeah, and the fact is that we just saw all this after the Aaron Rodgers thing. We said that.
Oh yeah, it was over. It was. Yeah. I just I'm done watching this shit.
Yeah, and we've been talking about that for 2-3 years now, and this is just to say it's exactly as we said. It's exactly 100%. What we said.
Exactly.
Get 9 games and get a 10th lucky one because Kansas
Happy
City.
To be there. Happy Jeff Fisher trophy.
Yeah, let's have a parade down.
Now you're picking in the teens. Now you're picking in the 20s. Good, congrats.
Yeah. Let's all participate. The Jeff Fisher participation
trophy. Yes.
Yeah, just raise that Jeff Fisher trophy high. Have a ticker tape parade. You did a one and done. It's a Super Bowl, man. It's a one and done Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
That's where we are now. That's where we are. And I'm going to say this: next year looks really good for them. They got about every user-friendly. Not a good or bad team, but they're all user-friendly.
Yeah.
All these teams are user-friendly.
Oh, yeah.
They're all user-friendly. I'm sure they'll sit starters. I'm sure they'll be able to pay their quarterbacks to direct Nick Burrito over.
Some of their best players on the opposing team will be on injured reserve that week.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, man.
After that, I didn't think the Tampa Bay game could be topped. But when I saw that Cleveland game, that one play, I'm like, is it you? I mean,
the Colts game. The Colts game where the guy dropped the ball at the fucking right before he fucking hit the touchdown, the running back I'm like, how fake can this fucking be? And then, like you said, the Jameis Winston, just go over here, Nick Burrito. Boop. Just threw it right at him. Just threw it right at him.
Well, and that's not even the whole story with that. The fact is that the Broncos defense, they didn't want to touch him. He's out there for 7-8 seconds.
But we were told from the detractors all year that we have a vantage defense, better than 2015.
We saw it, right?
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah.
When
they were kicking, just like the Ravens game, when they were kicking your ass in the trenches. And this linebacking core, I mean, oh my God. Cody Barton and Justin Sternad and Alex Singleton. I know Singleton's on injured reserve, but he wouldn't have made a difference. He sucks just as much as Cody Barton does.
Yeah. And here I want to get into that too.
God.
I want to get into how the hell did the Walmart Generals pay as much as they did for all these free agents? How the fuck did they do that? I mean, Phil Simms is going, oh, they have all this cap issue. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have thought they. I mean, we have a Saints insider, and he couldn't believe as much money as we owe that we could still pay for, because they couldn't do it. They didn't let the Saints do it, but they were letting the Walmart Generals do it. Imagine that, getting away with paying all those free agents. Oh no, they made adjustment. Oh, come on. I've had enough of it. I've had enough. And the owners, it's all, you know what? The owners wanted the corporations to come in.
They did.
So now you let the camel, the camel nose was in the tent. Now the bull is in the china closet. Good luck. Because you guys will want that money. How many times did we see what's this? I would say Goodall. How many times did we see the commissioner with the
at the games? Well, yeah, man. It's just this isn't the Denver Broncos. These are the Walmart Generals, and again, they want to move the stadium closer to Mexico City, right? Right? They want to move it south, right? Right? Denver, yeah.
Yeah, well, they got the international guys on their card
for
there.
Sure. Oh
yeah. And that's here you go again. When I grew up, you didn't have a giant high rise to fit all the advertising people, all the PR people, all the analytic people. You just had football people. You know some of that.
Yep.
It's just.
You brought up a great point. And you know what's funny, too? All these players that I have scouted are going on to the next round. Guys like Travis Jones had a hell of a game against Pittsburgh. Keanu Benton for the Steelers had a great game for the Steelers. He's a future rising star in that defensive front for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, you have. Again,
he's no Nick Burrito.
No Nick Burrito. You have Osiris Torrance on that offensive line for Buffalo, kicking the living shit out of John Franklin Myers and Malcolm Roach. I mean, my God, dude. I mean, again, I know what I'm talking about here. I mean, you could again.
I don't even think the NFL even cares anymore.
Yeah, you're right. 100% correct. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, you can't even have a Brian Dawkins anymore.
Oh, hell no. And you were talking to a Philly fan saying, yeah, you don't get those anymore.
He agreed. Yeah, he agreed.
Yeah.
Well, what you saw that penalty on the Broncos, right?
That was such a bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him too hard. You hit him too hard.
But again, it just exemplifies how bad the NFL is as a product, how watered down it is. And again, I'm always going to go back to this in this game. When they showed Patrick Surtain get away with that PI call that was not called, and then the ref, the guy with the white hat, goes over to Josh Allen right
on
the sideline, right after the fucking no call, and says, "Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. That's what he goes like this. My bad. Like
he should take his wallet out.
Yeah.
Look at all that money. I got Walmart money.
Look at Craig Penner and Rob Walton paying me all that dirty Walmart money.
Yeah, I know. That's why we don't want to do this shit anymore.
No, fuck no.
And everybody's gonna watch this and they're gonna think this football's real and just whatever.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
I told it like a T. I said the first half was going to be a fucking stinker, and then the second half, the Bills are going to run away with it. Just like, again, I said it all week. It's logic and common sense. I know that lacks in a lot of our detractors out there and the people these days, but man, if you just use logic and common sense, my God, it opens your eyes to a plethora of different things.
It sure does, especially that the House won. It didn't matter if they covered the spread, just the Bills winning. They took we got to just say that, man. They were just getting everybody to bet on the Broncos, weren't they?
Yes, all week they were. Oh my God, the first video I sent you this week. Oh man, the Broncos, the Walmart Generals. I mean, man, they're the upset of the weekend. Bet on them. Yep.
And that's all this is. And nobody, that just shows you how out of touch I'm going to say your generation, between your generation and my generation, how out of touch these back in the day, I'd say 70s, 80s, even 90s, man, if the NFL had any betting sponsoring at all, man, it would have kicked off a lot of people would have been like, whoa. And any fucking moron out there who doesn't realize or doesn't even think that there's no way that the NFL could be influenced in betting. Man, I've got beachfront property on the moon, and it looks over the Sea of Tranquility. I will sell it to you. If you don't think betting influences NFL is influencing betting, we just saw it with this bet on the Generals. Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just.
We should probably end this soon because we got to get to Bubble Man and hear his thoughts. So we got to get to the masterminds.
Yes. What time is it?
It's 3:00 Mountain Time.
All right. Yeah.
But go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish it off.
No, you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How much did they bet to chew you up? How much ice you're supposed to chew? How much did they bet you?
Not very much. But,
not very much.
So I'm gonna post this.
Go for it
on my channel, and then Bubble Man can post us. Remember everybody said, yeah, Bubble Man doesn't even believe you anymore. Okay, whatever you say, 'cause you know everything.
All right.
So this is it for us. I mean, whatever you can just keep saying how wrong we were. If I'm fine with that. We weren't, but
yeah, no, we weren't.
This went exactly like I said for the last 3 years.
Yes, you get right on the money, Chopped Liver.
And that's why it's no fun. When it's fake, it's not fun. It was fun when we were stupid. Now, what we were stupid enough to think is that they actually gave a shit about the game.
They don't.
And it's all about the storylines. If the storyline would have been, if the storyline would have been Bo Nix, the Generals would have won this game, guaranteed.
100%.
If that's what the storyline was,
right?
But the storyline was everybody wants to see Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. That's really, because they've been talking about it for the last.
There was no way, Chopped Liver. There was no way they were going to take Little Bo Picks over Josh Allen in this game. No way.
No way. No.
Well, you were saying it at the beginning of the game, and you were talking about it, and I said I'm sticking to my guns. I think the second half they are going to put the clamps down like we saw the first 2 weeks of the season. You're not.
I'll even go this far. I even think that they told the Broncos to lay down. Don't even try. Don't even try.
Yeah.
Don't even.
You can go there too. But again, this is where I'll defer. This is where I'm different. You have all that money from the Walmart Dollar Generals. You have more money in that than you do the Buffalo Bills ownership group. So there is no fucking way. No fucking way. Because, again, they got what they wanted. They had everybody bet on the Walmart Generals this week. Everybody was betting on them.
Stupidly, you were a moron.
They're stupid. They are fucking morons.
Yeah. I mean, you're really stupid to be doing that. So, I agree. All right, so should we go ahead and end it?
Yep, the guy, the great Bubble Man who doesn't have anything to do with you guys anymore. You guys are fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the next video with him.
All right, Chopped Liver.
All right, take care.
You too, bye.